You inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
What now? 280.
56. All right, T. Let's. All right, T. Check. Check down the set.
Right down. Get down. What's up?
Check 9.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got you. 25. Check 25. Check 25. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Hand me.
Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. Check 26. Check 26. Check. Left.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. All day, point.
Jump. OP. Let's go, Chief.
From the gun, it's caught. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All day, baby. All day. Check 3.
Raider 1. You're mine.
Mike, 53. Mike.
That's it.
Now Carr. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
No.
Express.
Kill.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
We're good. 180.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big.
Check 56. He's scared. Switch. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Right down.
Check safety. Shift.
Express.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It's going to be a long day. Watch twist.
White.
Check three. A little flare.
That's it.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again.
Check four.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
All day, just like that. Sponge. No.
Here's Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Next to score, Chiefs 7, Raiders nothing. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
That didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Time Jacobs, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Express.
I'm coming after you.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Oh, yeah.
On the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 43.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Monday, down. Blue 80. White Monday, down.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 52. Jam, 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 jam.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Twist, twist.
Twist, twist. Deuce right T.
Under 10. 10.
On 2nd down now, Richard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line.
You're mine.
Here's Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
He's checking crack.
Express.
My God. That's me.
That's it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. The open man here, Renfro. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on 1st down. Richard. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Charlie.
At the 23-yard line.
7:34.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Now Carr. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He's got daylight. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, baby. 6. Quick 6. That's what they call it.
Butker on for the PAT. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
180.
To throw again. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Raider 1.
Tight end right. 4 down. Check.
There's it.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
Right down. 180.
Check. Shift. Switch.
1. Raider 1.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
I'm coming for you, son. Switch. Check it back.
White Monday down.
Shift. Check 13. Check.
180.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
93.
Hey, 4 down.
What's up?
Check.
5 down.
Slam.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
54. Hey, defense.
They start the drive with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Okay, Brady, I see you.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. 49 yards. The ultimate speedster, showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They loved it.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise.
And he's into the clear. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
87's mine. Don't worry about that.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Fight down.
Show it
From midfield, here's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. On the draw, Richard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Come on, guys. We got this.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
43. Hey, yo, go going.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
There we go.
Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. This no good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Let's go. What now?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there.
And that's caught inside the 35. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. So they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
35-yard line.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Give to Cook out of the gun. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. Towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs. First.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Express.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26.
A gain of 14. First down, Raiders.
Carr now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Carr gives to Rashard. It was Armani Watts who got him down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
From the 22, Carr. That's complete to Rashard, the running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey. 4 down.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will get them one closer. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. And not return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick-sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick-sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
That's it, baby. We go work.
1st and 10. At their own 19-yard line.
Down.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Right. He's
Express.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Hey. High 7.
Now Carr to try again after the pick-6. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I thought, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. He hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A toss to Cook. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
From the 31, Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 30, past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets them up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Mahomes going to throw it here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Yellow! There's a little lady!
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Again, it's Cook. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. And it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left Little down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
White!
From the gun, it's Carr. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Single.
Express.
Motion.
Hey, wahoo!
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep down. And that's caught inside the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. On first down, Carr under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Kansas City, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.